Are you looking for Black-owned restaurants in the city of Seattle, Washington? If so, you came to the right place. Hi, my name is Gus Montgomery. In today's video, we are looking at the Black-owned restaurants in the city of Seattle, Washington. We're going to do a quick summary of the different Black-owned restaurants in the city. This is not going to be an extensive detail of each restaurant because that video will be way too long. And there's some restaurants in the city of Seattle that we missed. So if we missed one, we apologize, but feel free to comment in the section below with any restaurants that we did miss. All right, so we're gonna do a Google Map tour. So let's follow me to my laptop. All right, welcome back to my laptop, looking at the Black-owned businesses in Seattle, Washington. First off, let's start out in North Seattle. There's a couple spots in North Seattle that I wanted to highlight. There's actually one of my favorite restaurants in all Seattle, and that is Mojito, which is located at the beginning of Lake City Way. Mojito is a Latin American restaurant. It's been around for quite some time. They have really good entrees. The plantains are super on point. Check out more pictures of the amazing Latin American and Cuban dishes that this has to offer. All right, so these next spots have various locations in the Seattle area. I definitely want to highlight this business in my video, starting with Ezel's Fried Chicken. Ezel's is a local legend when it comes to fried chicken. It's been on the Oprah TV show, well known nationwide, and they have a lot of different locations in the area. So my favorite is the spicy fried chicken. A lot of people like the chicken tenders. They have fried okra, mac and cheese, mashed potatoes. So the list goes on and on. So this place, local legend, a bunch of different locations. So definitely want to give Ezel's Chicken a look. And also there's another fried chicken spot that I wanted to highlight with multiple locations, and that is the Heaven Sent Fried Chicken. So Heaven Sent Fried Chicken, another legendary local spot in the Seattle area. This one, I believe, is located in Lake City Way, but there's locations all around the area, but very similar. The spicy chicken's on point, and the rolls, the mashed potatoes. So if you're a fried chicken fan, definitely give Heaven Sent Chicken a look as well. All right, next up, let's transition to Central Seattle. And this one is a coffee shop, but it's one of my favorite coffee shops. It just opened up in the past year. That's the Boli in the Central District. It specializes in Ethiopian coffee. It has some, sandwiches and other treats for you as well. But yes, it's a really good coffee shop, really good ambiance, located in a great neighborhood. So definitely check out Boli in Central District. Another coffee shop in the Capitol Hill area is Boon Boona Coffee. Now, I actually never been to the one in Capitol Hill, but I've been to the one in Renton. So this place actually has 3 locations in the greater Seattle area. And this is the Capitol Hill location, but if it's anything like the one in Renton, it is a one. Really good people who run this organization. Had a pleasure of talking to the owner a handful of times, and he's a great person, specializing in Ethiopian coffee. Really good ambiance. Like I said, I haven't been to this one yet, but all the locations from what I can tell as the pictures demonstrate is amazing interior decor, and the coffee is amazing. They do have treats as well. But yeah, the one in Renton is one of my favorite coffee shops to go to in all of the greater Seattle area. Another spot in Central District is Cafe Champagne. It's Seattle's equivalent to the Paris cafe culture. It's on Post Alley and Pine. They have great dishes such as pan-roasted chicken, asparagus salad. The quiche looks amazing. So it's really cool that there's a Black-owned restaurant right in the busy Pike Place market, which is, a tourist heaven. So a lot of different tourists will be visiting the Pike Place market area, weekdays, weekends, but it's really good to see there's a Black-owned spot down there. So next up is Cafe Salam, which is a cozy and colorful Ethiopian restaurant located on East Cherry Street. Another spot is Catfish Corner. This is definitely one of the more popular spots in Seattle. It has really good catfish, hush puppies, shrimp, greens, gumbo, the list goes on and on. So if you're a fan of catfish, definitely check out Catfish's Corner. Another spot, it's a coffee and juice bar, a cafe and juice bar. This is Central Cafe and Juice Bar located on Cherry Street as well. I've been to this place a handful of times. Really good fresh juice made on a daily basis. As you can see in the menu, good selection of smoothies. Their bagel with lox is fantastic. I've had that like at least 4 or 5 times. So shout out to Central Cafe and Juice Bar. Next up in the CD, Central District is the Communion Restaurant and Bar. Now, this may be one of the most popular restaurants in Seattle. When it first opened, it was all the craze, all the craze. But they have Poo Boy hybrids with fried catfish, neck bone stew. They have quite an extensive bar. I mean, just looking at the pictures, the food just jumps off the screen. A really good vibe. They have music on the weekends. So definitely worth checking out Communion Restaurant. See what the hype's all about. One of the more popular restaurants in Seattle. So shout out to Communion. Another spot is Fats Chicken and Waffles. Notice that there's a lot of Black-owned restaurants in this city based on the history of the neighborhood. But yeah, Fats Chicken and Waffles, you'll see a pretty long line, especially during brunch time on the weekends. But you get those Southern comfort food with fried chicken, waffle, biscuits and gravy. I'm getting hungry just looking at these pictures. Next up is a Jerk Shack that's located in Belltown. It's a Caribbean restaurant, really good majestic jerk chicken. As you can see in the pictures, a lot of good entrees. I'm getting hungry just, looking at these Google Maps photos for sure. Our next up is the Mescal restaurant, the CBD. It is an Ethiopian restaurant, really good meat and veggie entrees. So definitely give them a look for your Ethiopian food fix. Osteria La Spinga, but is an Italian restaurant, which I believe is the first Italian restaurant on this list thus far. So really good to see that there's an Italian restaurant, Black owned in Capital, really good interior decor, really good ambiance. All right, next up is Plum Bistro, which is an upscale vegan restaurant, so which I believe is the first vegan restaurant on the list. So it's good to see a good variety of restaurants in the area. Some of the things that they're known for is incredible salads, tofu, meatless burgers. A lot of good options at this vegan restaurant. You also have the Road Juice Spot, which is located in the Pike Place Market. You have Simply Soul Food Restaurant, which is located in Madison Valley. You have really good waffles, shrimp and grits, chicken and waffles, as you can see on the picture. So they have a lot of good soul food options at this restaurant. Next up in the Central District, we have the Taste of the Caribbean, which is a roomy Jamaican restaurant. You have entrees such as jerk chicken, goat, curry, plantains. I love plantains. I'm a big fan of plantains for sure. Another place in central Seattle is the 23rd Avenue Brewery on South Jackson Street. Good neighborhood brewery that's Black owned. A really good interior decor. This offers growler fills and cans. And it's a friendly spot just to kick it. Enjoy a stout, IPA, whatever you're a fan of. Another spot, another brewery spot in the Central District is Mateer Brewing Company. And they actually have a few locations. There's one in Woodinville, Washington, which is northeast of Seattle, but we're going to highlight the one in the Central District. So this place is known as being the first Washington State Black owned brewery. And as you can see, they have a lot of success because they opened a second location in Woodinville. Really good exterior decor in the building. As you can see, people are just enjoying their beers. So yeah, let's go ahead and transition to South Seattle. First spot is a Creamy Cone Cafe, which is an ice cream shop. So this is the first ice cream shop on the list. It's on Rainier Avenue. It has some really good flavors, not just your basic, vanilla and chocolate, but they also have, the coffee, couple crunch flavor, watermelon sorbet. They have a vegan Rocky Road. So really good to see a premium ice cream spot, black owned in Seattle. You also got Emma's Barbecue, which is in Hillman City. For anybody that loves a good barbecue like myself, barbecue is something that you can never go wrong with. And Emma's Barbecue is no exception. So brisket, ribs, the mac and cheese, the potato salad, cornbread looks amazing. Just look at the pictures. Next up is Bake from the Heart at Mount Baker, which is a bakery. So for those who are a fan of, peach cobbler, pecan, sweet potato, this place, Bake from the Heart, espresso, pies, they got you covered over here. So definitely give them a look. All right, next you got the Comfort Zone, which is a soul food restaurant in Columbia City. Known for the mac and cheese, oxtails, the meatloaf sandwich. You got collard greens. That looks really good. Next up, you have the Besha Cafe, which is an Ethiopian restaurant located in Hillman City. Next up, we got the Little Reds Takeout and Catering, which is a barbecue restaurant as well. So barbecue, Jamaican, culinary traditions. You got brisket, spare ribs. You look at their menu as well. Got the oxtails, curry goat. Our first fish and chips restaurant on the list. We got the Emerald City Fish and Chips and Mount Baker. They have a good Alaskan cod, special gumbo packed with seafood. You can see the fish and chips. The pictures are looking amazing. We have next Island Soul Rum Bar and Soul Shack, which is a Caribbean restaurant. They have food such as oxtail stew, jerk chicken, gumbo. All right, next up, this place used to be in South Seattle, but now it's located in the Central Seattle area on Dexter. We're going to include in this section anyway, and that is a King Philly cheesesteaks. So again, this is located on Dexter Avenue by Lake Union. All right, next up in Rainier Valley, we got the Mama Sambusa Kitchen, which is the East African establishment. Has really good pastries, sandwiches, salads, and pastas. All right, next up, you got Mami Kushi, which is a bakery in Rainier Beach. This place has Japanese style fried buns filled with things like salmon, lentils, and barbecue pork. All right, now we're going to West Seattle. We have Jones Barbecue. Now, I used to grow up in a town 1 hour north of Seattle, but every time my dad went to Seattle, he always stopped by Jones Barbecue and always brought back. He drove an hour back with Jones Barbecue in his car for us to enjoy. So I've been a big fan of Jones Barbecue since I was a little kid, even before I lived in Seattle. All right, next up in West Seattle is a new Luck Toy, which is a playful hangout for Chinese favorites and cocktails. The place is well known for its bar, the cocktails, and great atmosphere. All right, that is it for today's video of the Black-owned restaurants in Seattle. If you value this content, please like and subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I will continue to provide more value going forward. Till next time, take care.